This video is going to walk us through how to take an exam in WebAssign. When you open the exam module in Blackboard, you will come across a place to check your system or to check the browser to make sure that it is consistent with WebAssign. The link will be provided in the exam module. When you click on the link, WebAssign is going to run all of these checks. We need to see all green check marks for each of these items. If any of these are red X's, then that particular piece needs to be fixed. If you do see a red X somewhere, go back to the Check Your System page and look at the browser settings. Under browser settings, it allows you to configure your browser for whichever one you're using. Chrome and Firefox are the two best utilized for WebAssign. So for example, if I'm using at this moment Firefox, it can walk me through how to configure those settings. So if I did receive any red X marks, this will walk me through how I can fix each of those. Once you've fixed everything, you'll go back to the Check Your System page and run the browser check again. If you do have all green check marks, then you're okay. You need to do this before each exam because you're never sure of what your computer is going to update in the meantime from exam to exam. And if any of these are not green check marks, it could cause you to either lose your work or maybe not receive a grade for the exam when you do indeed complete it. So we want to alleviate those problems or concerns. Once you're ready to take the exam, in WebAssign, you will locate the exam. And when you click on it, there's going to be a reminder that there is a set time. So keep in mind, whenever you open the exam, you're going to have 90 minutes from start to finish. If you complete the exam within that 90 minutes, you can just close it out after you save your work. But at 90 minutes, there will be a countdown kind of at the top of the right-hand corner, reminding us how much time we have left to make sure we finish. So when you're ready to spend a solid 90 minutes on the exam, click Continue to begin. The exam settings. You're going to see all of the questions at once. So this assignment just has 3 questions. But for your exam, you will see all the questions at once. You can answer them in any order that you like. It doesn't matter. You can go back to questions if you're unsure. You can skip because they'll all be on the same page for you. If you want to skip to a certain question, you can go back up here to the top. You only have one attempt for exams. So one submission is all you get for all of the questions total, not each question by question. In the upper right-hand corner, we notice the time that's remaining. So you can always come back up here to see how much time is left if you're unsure, or keep a track of a timer on your own. When you answer questions, they might have several parts to them, so make sure you don't skip any parts. You round as WebAssign is asking you to for these certain questions. Now for questions that do require multiple pieces, make sure you use the entire unrounded number to perform any calculations. Even though WebAssign asks for the answer to be round, if we had to use this number in any other calculations for that question, we would want to use the unrounded value to make sure that we do get the most exact answer possible. At the bottom of your exam, you'll see 2 buttons, Submit Assignment and Save Assignment Progress. These are 2 very important buttons. Do not hit Submit until you are ready to turn in the exam. It will not be reopened if you press this button early before you're finished. So make sure you only press it when you are completely done with every single question. The Save Assignment Progress button needs to be hit several times throughout while you're taking the exam. You have 90 minutes for the exam, which is plenty of time to finish. So every so often, maybe once you answer question 1, for example, scroll down to the bottom of the page and click Save. It's not going to give you a grade, but it's going to say, I have saved this response for you. If you do want to go back and change it later, for example, if I thought that was not correct, I could re-enter it and save it again. So until you submit the assignment, you can save it as much as you'd like. But that's important because if for some reason you do get kicked out of WebAssign, it may not save your work or it won't save your work. You will be able to get back into the exam under the time remaining, but all your answers will be gone. So if for some reason you do get kicked out of your browser, we want to make sure we've saved every question as we've gone along. Otherwise, you may not have those, and you may only have 10 minutes remaining to answer all the questions again, which is not a good thing. So it's very important to save the assignment progress as you go through question by question. When you are completely finished, then finally click Submit Assignment. Once you click Submit Assignment, it will either close it out or remind you that you do have time left, but at that point you can close out your browser and you can close out of the exam. You won't be able to see your answers until they're released after the due date, but at that point you will be able to see what you missed and what your grade is.